Hello and welcome to Tricks of the S-Trade channel. Today is the 12th of April 2017, and in today's video we have Aaliyah. Now, if you grew up in let's say the early 2000s, or let's say late 90s into the 2000s, and you have probably heard of Aaliyah. She was very popular. She's like the person who made music, kind of changed the face of music and gave us what we have, and music progressed from the time of Aaliyah up till now. And I liked a couple of songs. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Aaliyah was one of my favorite artists. There's one of the songs that I really did like way back then, which was called, I think, Try Again. It was a soundtrack on a movie, I think, that had Jet Li and DMX in it. And also she was one of those artists that I liked. I loved the music, I loved the person. But getting to realize what I do realize today, and by the end of this video you will see also, because I'm going to show you facts like I always show facts on all the videos, that Aaliyah wasn't who we thought she was. So now we have to now question the how she died, because it sounded also, because when Aaliyah died, it sounded quite mysterious, because we've never heard of a celebrity private plane crash before, and Aaliyah's case was the first one in which a celebrity died on a private plane, which is quite weird. So we sucked up the story and we believed it, but now I'm getting to know what I do know. I seem to question that story. It could have been something much more, and we had a lot of stories about what actually happened on that flight. So now, well, before we get into Aaliyah, because if it's your first time on our channel, like I always say, we are not against transgenders or anybody who wants to live an alternative lifestyle. That means you want to be a homosexual or gay, as we might now call it, so just so that it makes the language feel a little bit more lighter. You know what I mean? I mean, that's on you. If you're an adult and you want to live, the hoax or the fantasy of being in a gender that's other than the gender that you were born with. That's totally up to you. We cannot judge you. God gave you free reign over your life as an adult to make the choice of how you want to live. Judgment belongs to Him, not to us, all right? So, what we're trying to expose on this channel is to make you understand your world, to make you understand the chaos and why things are the way they are, all right? And to make you understand that the people who are behind it, all the major events that's moving and shaping and shaking the world, has been the Vatican. Now, on our channel, we try to expose to you that there is an organized system put in place by the Vatican, who's given its blessing to taking young children, all right? Young children, before they can reach the age in which they can make a decision to say that they want to leave a fantasy or a hoax of being in a gender or sex that's different from the sex that we're born with. That the Vatican has put this system in place. They provide the facilities, they provide the surrogacy, they provide the parents, they provide the media, because they technically own everything, even as they own the music industry as well, because the music industry is part of the entertainment industry. The Vatican owns it all. So the music you listen to, all the garbage that comes out of your speakers, is got the Vatican behind it. The movies you watch, all the garbage you watch, it's got the Vatican behind it. So that's what we are trying to expose to you on this channel, so that you can understand your world. So if it's your first time on our channel, I would advise you that you pause this video right here. Go look for the primer video. It's very important that you watch that primer video. If you do not watch the primer video, whatever we are saying here will not make a whole lot of sense to you. You won't understand it. So please watch the primer video, and also download the attachment that's attached to every video that we make. You can just reduce the YouTube screen and click on show more below it. It will take you to a link, download that link. If you've already done it, then that's good. If you haven't, download the document. It's a visual document. It's a document that will show you the visual differences between male and female. It's about 44 pages long, but it's got a lot of pictures, and it will take you only 30 minutes to go through it. And when you're done with that, you can come back and watch the video. But if it's not your first time, then you already know us, so you're welcome, and you're just gonna go ahead. So the first timers, we advise, we would also recommend, it's a recommendation, you don't have to do it. You can watch the Zayn Malik video and the Marilyn Monroe video, and we have a whole lot of videos you can go through at your own pace, and it will show you a lot of stuff and teach you a thing or two and make you understand your world, and so you should know how to think. All right, so with that said, now we'll just get straight into Aaliyah here and show you that Aaliyah is actually a he and wasn't a she. So let's get into Aaliyah right now. All right. So we start here, and here's a picture of Aaliyah, right? And as you can see, Aaliyah has a straight back. This was when Aaliyah was much more younger. See that straightness of the back? Remember, we've showed, if you've never been on a channel before, we always advise you to pull a document out so you can actually see what we're trying to see. A man always has a straight back, and this is what Aaliyah has. A female will have an arch in the back. The arch will start below the shoulders. It will dip into the pelvis. Oh, sorry, it will dip into the navel from the back. And when it gets to the navel, it starts going down into the pelvis. All right. So let's pull up a document to show you that. All right. So we come to a document, and this document that advice that you should have handy, and that you should, you should have it handy and keep it at your side, so you can actually always pull this out. So here is a female on your left if you're following my mouse, and as you can see, the female has an arch in her back. Now the reason for the arch in the female's back is because a female is supposed to get pregnant, and she's supposed to bear children and carry the weight of babies. Now the arch in the back is an extra support, so she can carry that weight without having problems walking, won't tumble over, and won't hurt the baby. Okay, so the arch in a female's back, so that's why a female's back is always going to be shaped like a C, like you can see here, depending on where you draw the arch from, or it's going to be shaped like an S, depending on how high you go to draw that arch. All right, the arch is right here. All right, can you see that? With a man's back is always going to be straight down into the pelvis. If a man's back is going to arch, it's going to arch outside. It's going to be shaped like a D or a P. A female's back will be shaped like a C or an S. Now, showing some more pictures in a document again. Oh, sorry if I have to do this all the time, so I want you to get the message. All right, when a female bends or whatever she does, you always see that arch in the back. A female's back is going to always arch and bend more than a male because of that arch, as you can see from this picture. Let's scroll down furthermore into the document to show you some more pictures of an arch in a female's back. All right, so here you are. It doesn't matter if the female is small, that means she's not a big lady. As you can see from my mouse right here, there's always going to be that arch in her back. If she's big like the lady over here, if you're following my mouse, she still will have an arch in her back, because that's what makes a woman to be able to carry and bear children. All right, and it doesn't matter if the female is doesn't have any, if she's tiny, small, slim. As you can see here, there's always going to be an arch. Arch starts below the shoulder blades, it dips into the navel from the back, and then it comes out into the pelvis. If she's got muscles, there's always going to be an arch in that back. As you can see, there's a lady with muscles. She still has an arch in her back, right? And look at this again, lady with muscles, still an arch in her back. With a man's back, it's always going to arch outside, not arch inside. As you can see, this is a straight back. It's going to be shaped like a D, or it's going to be straight. All right, like you can see in this picture. Or in this picture is going to be shaped like a P, all right, which you have with Aaliyah right over here. We'll just pull that and compare those back so you can see what we're talking about. All right, see that that's shaped like a P, straight. There's no arch. See? So it's the same back that Aaliyah has over here. Let me try to pull this picture up and blow it up a little bit more. It's the same, same way this man's back is shaped like a P, is the same way that Aaliyah's back is shaped here, straight into the pelvis. All right. You can also compare that with the man over here, same back. All right. Can you see that? Straight into the pelvis. We'll do some more comparisons as we go along. So let's get back into some more pictures and look at that straight back. Aaliyah has a straight back. This is a transgendered female, born male genetically, but transgendered female. And it's funny because, like I've always said, the Vatican has always been behind, transgendering people and putting them on TV, in music, in politics, in religion, in almost every area and aspect of life. So that's why you have to watch the primer video first so you could understand, make sense of what's trying to go on. So they've always had this as a focal point to put these transgendered people, beginning from the time that choir boys were mutilated for their high-pitched voices to be singing in choirs, and besides the fact that kings and queens also mutilated children to serve as loyal servants to them, people that they could trust. So, but you can see here, Aaliyah has an arch in the back, right? Sorry, Aaliyah has a straight back. There's no arch. There's no arch in that back. It's straight up and down. Can you see that? All right, more pictures. See that? So even with clothes, you will all see an arch in a female's back, right? She can't hide that arch. So because even with the clothes, the way the clothes are going to be shaped and worn, you see an arch in the back. But you can see in Aaliyah's case here, it's a straight back, straight up and down. There is no arch, all right? Some more pictures. And see, Aaliyah here is trying to put an arch, but as you can see, let me just reduce the picture a little more. She's pulling her ass up, pulling his ass up. Let me call it in the right way. His ass up, pulling. Did I say ass? I'm sorry. It should be friendly language on here. So she's trying to pull. She pulls her butt up in here, right? And then you can still see he's trying to put an arch, but you can see it's still straight down here, right? It's not arching. It's a straight back. All right. See that clearly? It's straight up and down from here into the pelvis. Here is the pelvis right here. The butt area is the pelvis. See that? Straight into that, right? You're looking at a male, all right? Genetically born male, transgendered female. Female, all right? Go further. And here is Aaliyah playing Queen of the Dam. Then as you can see, the back is still straight. See that here again? Straight into the pelvis. Compare it with one of our dudes over here. See that? Straight into the pelvis. Straight. With a female, that will never happen. This will go right deep in. That's why a female's butt starts higher up, because of the dip in that arch. Let me go back to the document just to show you again. Let's scroll up a little bit more. As you can see, this female's butt starts way higher up because of that arch. So the female butt starts way up, right? Closer up to the navel or above it, right? See that's all butt area. See that? That's all butt area, right? Butt area. With Aaliyah down here, you can see it's straight, comparable to the male that we had. Let me scroll down back into the photograph so you can see here. It's straight. Straight. I'm gonna blow this up as much as I can so you can see it's straight. See how long this goes down? That's a man's back, then straight into the pelvis. See that? All right. Some more pictures. See that? Straight back again. There's no arch in that back. Straight into the pelvis. That's a man's back. That's my back because I'm a dude. I'm a man. All right. Some more pictures. Straight. Even though he's trying to put an arch, but it's not there. You can see this is straight. You draw the line right there. It's straight. It's not arching. All right. Can you see that? All right. Some more pictures. Straight again. Straight back. See that? Straight all the way down. All right. See that? Okay. Some more pictures again. Straight back here again. Straight. See that? There's no arch. He's turning over, trying to twist. That's one of the tricks of the trade, trying to put an arch in the back, but it is not. There's no such thing because when an egg is fertilized by a sperm, right from the time your mom and your dad get together, The DNA is stamped, the skeletal structure is stamped, it can be changed. You can change a whole lot of other things on a person. Physically, you can change like the face, the facial structure outwardly. You can feed hormones, you could bulk it up or make it lose muscle and lose fat to make it look slim and slender and all that surface thing. But the skeletal structure will never change for a male and a female. So for a male, for example, the male skull will always be bigger, all right? The male skull will always be bigger, right? Because men have 10% more brain matter than a female. That skull is always going to be huge for a man, all right? For a female, the skull's always going to be small. For a man, because of the bigger skull, he's going to have a wider neck and wider trapezius muscles to support both the neck, the skull, and the longer or broader shoulders. That's never going to change, all right? For a female, the wide pelvic arch, the wide pelvis, because of the wide pelvic arch, so that she can give birth, is never going to change. That pelvic arch is still going to be wide. The arch in the back for a female will never change. That's always going to remain. They might cover it up with like bulking the person up to have muscles and stuff like that, but the arch is still going to be there. With a female, all right, a female's deep pelvic muscles will never change. Stronger pelvic muscles, heavier pelvis will never change. For a man, shallow depth of the pelvic area, so that even he has some sort of construction down there to form like a female genital area, it still won't work because the muscles are not designed for it. Okay, so they do a lot of, you hear in transgendering people how they say dilation, but it doesn't really work because after a few days the muscles will want to fight, and then the physical body, your body's always going to be fighting to remain in the gender and sex that you're born with. It's never going to change. It will keep fighting till the day you die. All right, so the more you try to remain in an alternate gender or sex, the more your body fights to remain in the sex that it was born with. So it's like you're fighting a losing battle, and then it's going to be messing up your mind as well. So with Aaliyah right here, you can see straight back. It's never going to change. The back of a male. Some more pictures. Can you see that again here? Straight back. And here is the pelvis. Straight back into the pelvis. See that? There's no arch in there. He's trying to carve and bend to make it look like it has an arch. You're never going to see it. It's not going to happen. And one of the pictures, I was trying to find one of the pictures of Aaliyah in a bikini, and I think they did, let's say, an A&R or PR, public relations people did quite a good job of making sure that all photo shoots that she had, that she never wore a bikini, because that would eventually, it would be screaming that you're looking at a dude. They could fit him in some boy shorts, but never in a bikini. All right, some more pictures. See that? Straight back again. See how straight that is? There's no arch anywhere. All right, back of a male. All right, some more pictures. See that? Straight back again. Now here this picture is a little bit blurry and stuff, but it's one of the tricks of the trade, like I've always told you. When these guys find out that there is a picture they've taken, all right, and they can't do anything about it, then what they do is try to make the picture blurry so you can't see the finer details. But as you can see here, it's still a straight back. There is no arch in that back. That's the back of a male. All right. Okay, some more pictures. See that? Even through clothes. Can you see that? Here, right here. I'm going to try to reduce the seat. Straight back up all the way down into the pelvis. See that? Straight. Right? Straight. There is no arch in that back. Can you see that? Straight into the pelvis. Okay, some more pictures. And here's a picture like Aaliyah's hands are the wrong place, because if I'm a dude, this is where my hands would be, because that's where my hips at. A woman's hips starts further up, or waist as you call it. All right, they start further up. I'm not saying that a female can't place her hands right here, but it'll be uncomfortable. Your body's not gonna be at rest. But for a man, you're very, very comfortable, because this is where your hips or your pelvis starts and your waist starts, so you can do that. With the female, waist starts higher up, the female indentation, so a woman will always seem to pull her hands higher up into the torso of the body, above the pelvis, not below it. So I'm going to show you some more pictures to show that this is not just a one-time thing that Aaliyah did. This was where he was comfortable putting and placing his hands at, around there. All right, so let's go further. See that again here? Hands below the navel, because that's where the male waist is at, not female. See that? So it wasn't a mistake. It's not a coincidence. See that? All right. Okay. Some more pictures. See that again? And if you're a man, place your hands on your hips and you see that you have your hands in the same exact position like this. I'm not saying a female can't do it, but it's gonna be uncomfortable. Your body's not gonna be at rest. This is not a way a female places her hands on her hips. This is how a male does it. All right. Some more pictures. See that? It wasn't a mistake. See where those hands are at the hips at? That's where I would put my hands on my waist, because that's where I'm comfortable at. That's my comfort zone if you're a man. And this is a man. Don't worry about the fake small breast that is got on here with almost no nipples at all, and the neck being covered up, probably trying to hide the Adam's apple that's being shaved, and the paint work down here, and the cosmetic, and the lips, and all the cosmetic work that is being done on makeup. Long hair, trying to cover up the shoulders. It's all tricks of the trade. I'm just trying to show you. You're looking at a dude. This wasn't no female. So if you had the hots for her way back in the day, you need to quit right now. You're looking at a male. All right, let's go. Look at that again. Wrong place to place your hands. This is your comfort zone if you're male. This is not your comfort zone if you're female. Like I've said, I have to show you more pics to see that it's not just a one-time thing that she did if he was a she, right? Or if she was a she, but she is a he, right? See, no breast at all, right? No breast at all. Long hair covering up the neck, and wide neck and heavy skull. All right, let's go further. See that again, right? Still the comfort zone of where Aaliyah finds his hands at, because he's male. See that? If you're a female, do this. Put your hand in this exact same position and see where it's gonna be at. All right? If you're male, do the same thing. Put your hands in this exact same position with your hands facing back to your waist or your hips, as the case may be, and see where it will be. Then you understand what I'm saying. Some more pictures. See that? I'm showing you more pictures, that it wasn't just a one-time thing. All right, see those where those hands are at the hips? Wrong place. That's a male's comfort zone, not female. All right, some more pictures. And I want to take a look at Aaliyah's hands right here. See how huge these hands are, and the fingers, and how long they are, because these are the hands of a male and not a female. All right, covering up the neck again, long hair to cover up the wide shoulders, and there is no hourglass figure down here. All right, it's just twisting, trying to put an hourglass figure, but it's not there. And you look at how huge the rib cage is, male rib cage. Right. So before we get further into the next couple of pictures, I just wanted to let's look up Aaliyah's wiki page. There's something I wanted to bring to your attention, so it doesn't just sound like I am just talking. Now it says here that Aaliyah was married to R. Kelly. Now, if Aaliyah was married to R. Kelly, and we've just proven to you that he was a she, then you should know R. Kelly's sexual preference here. All right. That's said and done. All right, so let's get into Partners and Damon Dash, and they all knew who Aaliyah was, but I will talk about it for a second. So here's my take on it. But before I give you my take, let's just go dive deep into this wiki page. You can do so. Pause this video at any time and go wiki on Aaliyah. Now, I just want to bring something to your attention. Now, it says here that let's see what we can find in here. Oh, it was just give me a second, let me find this info for you. All right, okay, so it says in the wiki page here that Aaliyah, follow my mouse, was enrolled in voice lessons by her mother. Now, if her mother, if this is a real mother, could actually take her son and transgender him into a female, this is a wicked mom. But let's read further so you can understand, right? Said She started performing at weddings, church choir, and charity events. When she was 5 years old, her family moved to Detroit, Michigan, where she was raised along with her older brother Rashad. She attended a Catholic school, GESU Elementary, where in first grade she received a part in the stage play Annie. So I'm always trying to show you that it's the Vatican who's behind all this. And as you can see right here, right, she was in a Catholic school where he was, let me put it right because it's getting confusing. He was in a Catholic school, and this is where, they teach, or provide the environment to transgender young boys into girls, or the case might be, or vice versa. Now let's go deep into the page again. There's something else I want to show you. All right, now it says, during Aaliyah's audition, all right, during her audition for acceptance to the Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts, Aaliyah sung the song Ave Maria in its entirety in the Italian language. So, who resides in Italy, in Rome? The Vatican. Why would this be the song that would make her to have an acceptance into Detroit High School, right? For the Fine and Performing Arts? It means that right from Aaliyah's tender age, right, she was trained, or he was trained as a transgender to be a leader, all right, in vocal skills and music by the Vatican, with the Vatican help. All right. So you can pause. You can go back onto the wiki page and read this up on Aaliyah. Now here's what I wanted to say before I show you the next set of pictures. Now Aaliyah, I think the reason why Aaliyah was maintained such, like, he was highly respected. So pardon my language if I interchange between he and a she, right? I've actually proven to you on this video, with the short pictures that I've shown you, that it's actually a he. But let's just continue for the sake of continuing, all right? Now, the reason why Aaliyah commanded so much respect in the music industry is because, this is my thoughts, is because I think he was a connect to the higher ups of the people who run the music industry, and who run the world. That is what I think, because Aaliyah had commanded so much respect. It was like, so I'm thinking the reason why that respect was there, and why a lot of people gave her that respect, was because she was like the door to their success. So if you knew Aaliyah, then you had the connect, because you have to understand that a lot of people who are successful in music today that we have, be it from R. Kelly, Jennifer Lopez, Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, Damon Dash, Busta Rhymes, Tyrese, Common Electra, Stacey Dash, for all sort of reasons, their careers popped off after they knew Aaliyah, not before. So that's what I think, that he was the higher up connect, all right? He was the higher up connect, and I could think that I'm just thinking that that's part of the reason why they had to take care of him, and for whatever reason fabricated the story that he died in a plane crash, because he was the connect. It could be maybe she was tired of living that fake life and wanted out, you know what I mean, and she had to go. Does it make sense? But Aaliyah put a lot of people on the map. The next pictures I'm going to show you are all the people on the map, all right, that she put on, and that's why I'm saying that you can't trust anybody that you see on TV, because they keep secrets, all right? They never tell you the truth. That's why they say that everybody on TV in the music industry or entertainment, or the higher ups, or the people who run the world in terms who matter, are Freemasons. So let's get into the pictures. Now here is Ja Rule. Ja Rule, I'm very sure, was made by Aaliyah. His career popped off after he met Aaliyah. And Ja Rule, now, if it was your role model, he never ever told you that this was a dude. Can you see the head differences here? Because remember, what I've always said in comparing skulls, when you're comparing skulls of people, you have to make sure that they have the same ethnicity, same height, and take into account the weight. Now, Aaliyah and Jarul here look like they're the same height. But as you can see, the skulls of Jarul, who is male, and Aaliyah, who is supposedly supposed to be female, are the same. If Aaliyah was female, her head would be smaller than the head of Jarul. But looking at this, as you can see, her head is almost bigger than the head of Jarul, meaning that you're looking at two males and not females. So that's why you can't trust any of these people you see on TV. You can make them role models because they are lying to you. They've been lying to you for years, lying for their own success on you. That's why they call them Freemasons. That's why they say everybody in the entertainment business or higher up in life are Freemasons, because they keep secrets. They have been keeping the secret that Aaliyah was female from you. Can you see that? All right, some more pictures to show you. R. Kelly here and Aaliyah. If R. Kelly married Aaliyah, you should know his sexual preference right there and then, because Aaliyah is male. Right? More pictures. All the careers of these people popped off after Aaliyah. Timbaland has been lying to you. If he's your role model, he just ditched you. He doesn't give a damn about you. And Timbaland always says that musically that he is Aaliyah's soul, but he never told you that Aaliyah was a man in makeup with fake breasts. Right? Okay, more pictures. DMX, if he looks to be some sort of truth teller and somebody you thought was a role model, he lied to you. He should have told you that Aaliyah was a dude and that they knew it, all right? But he pretends to be talking about God in his music and praying or whatever. He's talking about a fake God, because the first thing he should have done was to tell you the truth. So that's why they say all these people are Freemasons. You can't trust them. And his career popped up after meeting Aaliyah. So I'm just trying to show you how the careers of these people became successful, because Aaliyah was the connect. That's why he had so much influence in the industry. All right. People paid a lot of respect to Aaliyah because he was the connect to the higher ups. Those are my thoughts, because I can connect the dots. All right. Some more pictures. And here is Aaliyah with Cisco of Drew Hill. And I think this is Nokia also, both Drew Hill. All their careers popped off right because they met Aaliyah. All right. Everybody else came through that pipeline because he was the connect to the higher ups. But you can't trust these people. Freemasons, they call them, because they keep secrets. They should have told you that Aaliyah was a dude. And see how large this head is compared to these others? You're looking at a male. All right. And this is Common Electra with Aaliyah, all right? Her career popped off because he met Aaliyah. Aaliyah was the connect, right? See how that goes? Freemasons keeping secrets, never telling you that Aaliyah is male. You can't trust these people, all right? Go further. And here's Aaliyah with Jet Li. If you love Kung Fu movies, then you can know Jet Li. And see, you still have the straight back of a male, arching like a D outside, not as an S or a C shape. You're looking at a male. And Jet Li here never told you that he was a coadjutor with Aaliyah, a male. All right? You can't trust these people. You can't make them your role models. Once you see them on TV, you can make role models of them. All right? Some more pictures. And here is Aaliyah with the whole crew. Here's Damon Dash. Here is Jay-Z. And here's Puff Daddy. And there's Jennifer Lopez. All the careers popped off because they met the connect. That's why she or he's in the center of this picture. All the careers came off because he was the connect to the higher up. Those are my thoughts. I'm showing you how this works. Okay? All right? Some more pictures. You can't trust to make role models of these people. You can't love them, because they're selling you a lie. They're selling you a lie. They've never told you the truth for one day. You can't make role models of them. No matter what they give or how many donations they try to make or try to appease you by saying that they're doing charity events or whatever, you can't trust them. These people will drop you for a dime. All right? Don't make role models of them. They should have told you, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, J-Lo, Demon Dash, that this was a dude. But they never told you that. Let's go further. And the only person who on this picture who gets a pass is Stevie Wonder because he's blind. He probably doesn't know. All right. But here is Tyrese Gibson. If you've been loving Tyrese Gibson, you can't make role models of him, but because they should have told you that Aaliyah was a dude. And can you see Busta Rhymes here cozying up to Aaliyah? You can know his sexual preference right and then. And this is Pink, and this is Maya. That's why they tell you everybody in the entertainment business or the higher ups who run the world are Freemasons. They should have told you Aaliyah was a dude. All right, he was the connect. Their careers popped off after they met her. I'm just showing you. All right, some more pictures. Genuine with Aaliyah. All right, Genuine with Aaliyah. He should have told you that Aaliyah was male. You can't make role models of these people. You can't just because you like their music and you listen to them. You can't live your life off what they say. They're telling you a lie. Because the first truth he should have told you was Aaliyah was a dude. Some more pictures. And here's Justin Timberlake, your favorite guy. I'm telling you, I'm showing you how powerful Aaliyah was. He was the connect to the industry. If you wanted to get higher up in the industry and get paid, you had to go through him because he had the connect. All those careers of everybody popped off right after they met Aaliyah or through him. Okay? See Justin Timberlake here? He should have told you the truth that Aaliyah was a dude. All right? Some more pictures. Don't make role models of him. You can't trust him. Let's go further. And here is Missy Elliott and Jay-Z again with Aaliyah. Their careers popped off right after they met Aaliyah. All right? That's why they say everybody's a Freemason. You can't trust them or make role models of them. They've been lying to you. Aaliyah was a dude. All right? Okay, some more pictures. And here is Stacey Dash with Aaliyah again, way back when they were much younger. Stacey Dash's mate. Aaliyah was the connect. I'm just showing you, all right? She should have told you Aaliyah was a dude, but she never did. You can't trust them. I don't remember who this is, but you can find out the face, all right? Some more pictures. And here is your favorite rapper of time who was always talking about kill the Illuminati. What he should have told you, if you've watched the video, that's why you need to watch the primer video to know who the Illuminati is. I won't say it on this particular video. You need to watch the primer video. All right? Watch the primer video. Look for it in this channel. Watch it. All right? Tupac was lying to you all along. He should have told you the first truth. That's why you can't make role models of anybody. You can't make role models of anybody. Once you see them on TV, you can't make role models of everybody. Because they've always been telling you that they are Freemasons. And look at that sign that he's doing right there. That hand sign, that's a Freemasonic sign. I won't tell you what it is, but you can just guess. What? M. That's an M turned backwards, or a 3. Mason. All right? It's a Freemasonic sign. He should have told you that Aaliyah was a man. All right? He's a coadjutor. He never told you the truth. Never make him a role model. Don't trust the words he told you. He never told you the truth. He should have told you the first truth. Aaliyah. He should have rapped in one of my songs. Aaliyah is a dude. Right? Okay. And so with that, we come to the end of today's show. And I advise that you subscribe, that you stay tuned. And I'll leave you with these words as I usually say. Look with your eyes and see with your brain. Thanks and bye-bye.